Have you ever been in a relationship that felt like a roller coaster? But not the fun one at an amusement park, more like the one where the seatbelt is broken and you're questioning all your life choices. Yeah, that one. Today we're talking about the psychology of toxic relationships, why smart, kind, logical people stay in them, and why walking away feels harder than it should. And trust me, by the end of this video, a lot of things will suddenly make sense. Let's start with a simple question. If something hurts you every day, why don't you just leave? Sounds obvious, right? But here's the twist. Toxic relationships don't start toxic. No one wakes up one day and says, today I'll choose emotional damage. In the beginning, it's usually amazing. They listen to you, they care, they make you feel special. Your brain goes, wow, this person gets me. And that's where psychology quietly steps in. The first trap is emotional bonding through highs and lows. In a healthy relationship, emotions are mostly stable. In a toxic one, emotions are extreme. One day you're on top of the world. The next day, you're crying at 2 a.m. while pretending you're just tired. That emotional roller coaster releases dopamine and cortisol together, pleasure and stress. Your brain gets confused and starts linking love with pain. So when they hurt you and then suddenly become sweet again, your brain says, see, this is love. It's not. It's conditioning. Next comes self-doubt. At first, you're confident. You know who you are. Then slowly they start saying things like, you're too sensitive, you're overthinking, why do you always make problems? And after hearing it enough times, you stop arguing. Not because they're right, but because you're tired. You start questioning your own feelings. You apologize even when you did nothing wrong. Congratulations, your inner voice is now on mute. And here's the scary part. The more you doubt yourself, the more powerful they feel. Now let's talk about hope addiction. This one is dangerous. You don't stay because things are good. You stay because you remember when they were good. You think, they weren't always like this. They'll change. They're just stressed. You're not in love with who they are now. You're in love with who they used to be. Or worse, who you think they could be. That tiny bit of hope keeps you stuck longer than logic ever could. It's like waiting at a bus stop for a bus that stopped coming years ago, but you're still standing there like, maybe today. Then there's fear of being alone. Humans are wired for connection, and when a toxic partner pulls away, your brain panics. Not because you miss them, but because you fear the emptiness they leave behind. Your mind whispers, what if no one else wants me? What if this is the best I can get? And suddenly, loneliness feels scarier than disrespect. So, you stay. Here's a hard truth. Toxic relationships slowly change your identity. You stop doing things you love. You walk on eggshells. You rehearse conversations in your head before speaking. You're not living, you're managing damage. And the saddest part? You don't even realize how exhausted you are until you finally step away and feel peace for the first time. That silence, that calm, that's not emptiness, that's relief. Now let's flip the script. Healing doesn't start with finding someone new. It starts with reconnecting with yourself, with trusting your feelings again, with remembering that love is not supposed to feel like constant anxiety. Healthy love feels safe, not confusing, not painful, not like a test you're always failing. If a relationship makes you feel small, scared, or invisible, that's not love's depth. That's emotional damage wearing a romantic mask. So if you're watching this and thinking, why does this sound so familiar? You're not weak. You're human, and understanding the psychology behind toxic relationships isn't about blaming yourself, it's about freeing yourself. Because the moment you stop asking, why aren't they changing, and start asking, why am I accepting this? That's the moment everything begins to change. And trust me, future you is already grateful you stayed till the end of this video.